This is Q Racing News, brought to you by the Bank of America Racing Challenge.
We're happy to be back from a very successful All-American week at Ruidoso Downs. The sale went great, the races were fantastic, and I got to meet a lot of friendly people while I was there, old friends and new. So let's get down to business. And I mean that literally, the Ruidoso Select Yearling Sale, which ran for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, prior to the All-American Futurity. 322 horses were sold for an impressive $15.2 million, up considerably from last year's $13.7 million and 310 head. The high seller was Carol on My Mind, a Corona Cartel filly out of First Carolina by Mr. Jess Perry. She was consigned by 4 6s and went for $520,000. Her sire won the Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity, and she's a full sister to Denver Pass, a winner of the Rainbow Juvenile and finalist to the Grade 1 All-American Futurity. Sales were strong all 3 days, as the average sale price of $47,300 was up 6.8% from last year. 31 yearlings topped the $100,000 mark, 9 sold for more than $250,000, and 2 sold for $500,000 or more. Abigail Kawananakoa was the leading buyer, with 4 purchases totaling just a bit more than $1 million. You can see the full results by visiting our media partners at stallionesearch.com. The final day of the sale coincided with the $2.2 million Grade 1 All-American Derby, and the most high-profile horse of the race was AQHA, the winner of last year's All-American Futurity, who would become the all-time leading money earner with a win on Sunday. And about 21,000 who packed the grandstand saw just that. AQHA and jockey Roy Diaz drawing clear to win by more than a full length in 21.272 seconds at 440 yards. The first place check was worth $938,507, which increases the gelding's earnings to $2,584,243. That's good enough to pass Stoley's winner. AQHA's sire, by the way, Trace Sace, finished second in both the All-American Futurity and Derby. How about that? AQHA was owned by the partnership of J. Bar7, Cluck, and Benson. He's trained by Sleepy Gelbreth, who says the gelding will likely aim for the Texas Classic Derby at Lone Star Park now. His All-American Derby win also qualified him for the Champion of Champions at Los Alamitos. Johnny Trotter's He's Our Secret took second, with Ricky Ramirez riding for trainer Blaine Wood. Just Feature Me Quick took third in his stakes debut for breeder-owner Melissa Ann Miller and trainer Paul Jones, with Ramon Sanchez aboard. The feature race of the weekend was Labor Day's Grade 1 All-American Futurity, worth $2.4 million this year. One Dashing Eagle, owned by De La Torre Brothers and San Gregorio Racing Stable, Inc., broke well and never surrendered his lead, stopping the clock at 21.230 seconds for the 3/4 length win. Ramon Sanchez was in the irons for trainer Jose De La Torre. PJ Chicken Black was the heavy favorite, so much so that One Dashing Eagle was the second favorite and still paid 7-1. The Sorrel Colt went through last year's Ruidoso Select Yearling sale for $43,000. Pretty good ROI, as they say. He's from the first crop of the Grade 1 winning champion Mr. Jess Perry stallion, One Famous Eagle. And this victory puts One Famous Eagle's first crop earnings just over $2 million to extend his lead as the breed's top freshman sire. 21 Partnerships Sudden Thoughts managed a second-place finish for conditioner Eduardo Gonzalez and jockey Rodrigo Aceves. Jimmy and Marilyn Harrell's Aha Moment crossed the wire, third, ridden by Saul Ramirez Jr. for trainer Paul Jones. Ruidoso Downs isn't standing pat. Track officials say next year's All-American Futurity purse will be an estimated $2.6 million, and the All-American Derby will see an even bigger purse increase to $2.5 million. R.D. Hubbard, chairman of the board and majority owner of Ruidoso Downs, announced this week that drug offenders will be barred from the premises beginning in 2013. Any positive test for a Class 1 or Class 2 drug will immediately result in the trainer having his stalls revoked and his ability to enter horses suspended. They'll also be banned from the grounds. These guidelines will be included in the application the trainers sign when applying for stalls. Hubbard says, "I will not idly stand by and watch a few mistreat these great animals and ruin the great sport of horse racing." The good news is Canterbury Park concluded its 2012 meet this week with increases in attendance and handle. Average daily attendance for the 62-day quarter horse and thoroughbred meet was about 6,600. It's a 7.3% increase compared to last year. Handle increased by a whopping 25% compared to 2011, though that was due to the shortened 2011 meet caused by last year's Minnesota government shutdown. Average daily handle did increase significantly, though, up an impressive 13%. We hope you can attend the 2012 Bank of America Racing Challenge Championships at AQHA Racing Conference October 24th through the 27th, with the championship races themselves on Saturday the 27th. The races in the conference are both at Prairie Meadows Racetrack, Casino, and Conference Center in Altoona, Iowa. It's just outside Des Moines, so head to AQHARacing.com for details and a registration form. That's your Q Racing News All-American Edition. I'm Matt Darby in Amarillo. I'll see you again in a week.
This is Q Racing News, brought to you by the Bank of America Racing Challenge.